look, the ticket sales look a little slow today. What do you think? What a surprise.
Isn't that why we came back here, was to, for us personally, to have some closure on this thing?
You know, I came back to squeeze a tear out of you.
How am I doing so far?
Not good.
It's the first time I saw this place. This round. Well, I'll tell you what, this left an impression on me right here. Right here. I'm kind of feeling it again.
80,000 people in here.
Tell you what, when you're 21 years old, and football's been most of your life, and you stand right here for the first time and think that you might play out there, you get a chill. And I don't know about you, but there's so much power in this. All this steel. I think of those steel mills down in the flats down there.
That made this stuff?
They put it together in 1932. Well, I mean, just the feel of this place it's overwhelming.
The guy's out here and he's buying a hot dog and he hears that roar of the crowd. He doesn't know if it's a Sipe interception or a Sherk sack.
Well, there sure was a lot more interceptions than your sacks, I'll tell you that.
That's true. You remember that picture I took from the end zone that I've showed you?
Yeah.
That was right as my career was ending.
Yeah.
I felt like I was almost out of this place. You guys were down in the field practicing.
I'm with you.
I'm going to show you where it is. Head right. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Hey,
Pick
this
him
is
up.
like training camp.
Pick him up. Pick him up. Pick him up. Look at the tarps from here. It's completely different. Symmetry.
You brought me all the way up here for this.
He doesn't get it. He was born and raised in California.
How'd you like to spend every Sunday for 50 years in this seat?
You know what? I'd probably want to take it with me if I'd done that.
Be etched in your mind, wouldn't it?
Maybe some hacksaws up here. Come
Taking a piece of it. What if somebody wants just the right piece, and this thing's like a house of cards, and all I want is just one piece right here.
Or
Samson and Delilah, the whole thing just goes.
what if two guys wanted the same piece? They've been looking at it for years, or since the announcement. I'm going to take this bar, and they both come up here.
No, it's my bar. It's my bar.
Just think of that guy down there, Brian. The last time he'll ever paint that white outline on the B.
He will never do that again. I wonder how many times he's done that.
I wonder what he was thinking this morning on the way to work.
I don't know.
Give me a B, R-O-W-A-N-S.
You know, we got to go down there and talk to those guys. Hey, guys.
Hi, guys.
How you doing? What's the chance of our getting to shoot one of the numbers?
Gotta let you.
My son wishes he could do this. I wish Jerry could see me. She says I won't work. She's got painting at home she wants me to do. Will you tell my wife I actually can paint?
Brian did okay with the 5, but my dad was a plastering contractor, so I got it in my blood. That's how you paint the field. Is that okay, guys? Yeah, perfect. None of that quarterback light stuff over there. Jeez.
In the corner of the end zone. It's the game winner. Green Bay, no time on the clock. Yes! Yes! He wins it! The dog pound goes wild.
Doug Deacon holding. Let's try it again.
Bobo, I'm sorry, but I got a play I've always wanted to run.
What play would that be?
Well, it's a pass play called Red Right 88.
Okay. Sounds
You're
like an oldie but goodie.
You're out here. You probably never heard of that one, have you? No, you're in close. You're Aussie. You're in close.
Never heard of it.
You're in close. Come on. Come on. This is important to me, darn it. Get serious.
Last time it cost me 10 grand when you ran this
running
play.
down. End of the game. Sit. Hut. Oh, my goodness. He ducks Hendricks. Aussie's open in the back of the end zone. He catches it. The Browns win. We're on our way to San Diego. They can't stop us now.
First Monday night game ever.
So Howard sat right up there.
Probably so. He interviewed Namath before the game. He said, what are you going to do?
and Namath said, I'm going to run right at the rookie, Jerry Sherk, number 72. And no matter where they ran that night, there you have it. They're running at the rookie. Oh, that Rasmussen, he's handling Sherk. Joe Willie's plan is just going so well. I was the first goat. Howard's first goat.
I remember a Monday night game. It was the last game my dad ever saw me play. He was terminally ill, and we flew him back here, and we played the Dallas Cowboys here. And I remember just being full of nerves and emotions and you know, the significance of that. And I wasn't sure how the team was going to perform or how I was going to perform. But I remember being on about the 35-yard line, and it was right in the first quarter of the game. We'd moved the ball at that point, and I was feeling pretty good. But I remember dropping back and eluding a rusher and coming up just in time to see Ozzie getting behind everybody. And I just let it go as far as I could, all 35 yards. But that sucker just settled right in his arms as he went in the end zone. And then the first thing you do is you check for flags. And when they weren't there, my mind went right up into the stands to my dad.
That's great.
And I said, I think it's going to work out tonight. We ended up winning that game, too.
You remember a 49ers game we played here, and it was like one of your first starts or one of the times that you got in right at first, and it was a real...
It wasn't a bad weather game.
It was a bad weather game.
It was a terrible weather game.
It was sloppy and cold, and I think they beat us, but you and I played really well.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that moment where you came over the bench and it was probably 25 degrees and rain had turned to snow, and I just grabbed a cape and I put it around you. I felt like I was your big brother. You kind of stood there and blew on your hands and you said, thanks, Bobo.
I think I meant it. Yeah. We're playing catch on the roof of the stadium. Huh?
Yeah. On the roof, baby.
Just a moment in time. You know, since I came here in '72, that's a new building, 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 and all the way across. When I came here in '72, there was nothing new about this town. Nothing new.
Yeah.
Everything was going so wrong that we came out of the huddle and we were in the wrong formation. I had to call a timeout, so I ran to the sidelines, and they were and the crowd was booing us. That's the kind of day we were having. And I was talking to Sam, and just as the timeout wasn't quite over, but I was going to go back out to the huddle anyway. So just as I left him and started back out on the field, I could all of a sudden became aware of the booing again. I could hear the booing. And then Sam called me back because he wanted to say something else. And I went back and I was talking to Sam and it got quiet again. And all of a sudden it occurred to me that they weren't booing the whole team. So I kind of took 2 steps out on the field. Here came the boos again. I stepped back off and it stopped.
It's like sticking your hand outside. Oh, that's me.
It's warm in here.
Look at this place.
It hasn't changed a bit. Not even a little. Look at. Remember this room?
Dr. Greenbaum would be over here, cracking bodies. You always knew that when he was going to crack it because he'd start talking to you. Well, how you doing, Brian? Leo Murphy on this one.
Right here. With the foot. With the tape. That's too tight, Leo. Tough.
Remember this sound, Brian? You guys got nervous before the game. Okay, ready, coach. I'm ready. Let me at him. Let me go. Showers.
You remember 46 guys trying to get in here at once?
Yeah. This was the victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you going after the game? Here's the losers.
The locker room of all locker rooms.
This thing's an antique.
They just don't get nicer than this.
We shared our lockers with the Indians. This was my locker right here. And it was Rick Manning. Remember him?
Yeah, sure. It's a great sound, isn't it?
I remember walking down this tunnel and feeling so powerful, like a warrior ready to go.
I remember walking down this tunnel and feeling like a deer caught in the headlights of a truck.
By a warrior ready to go.
No, this was an emotional experience. This is when you start to hear it.
There's a big white light here.
I remember I used to like to sit up here like this, and the fans would be trying to look in from the sides. I'd just sit here and everybody would be walking around. Well, did we win or lose, Bo?
We won.
There'll be a lot of great stories that dads are going to be telling their daughters about this day and about this team and about the 50 years that they played football here. And I've learned, having been retired now for some time, that sometimes the memories are even better than reality. So I guess my hope is that we have some great memories as a result of all this. It's pretty amazing down there today.
It was unbelievable. I guess I never thought I'd see a town love a team so much. Today a guy asked me if Cleveland could recover from this. You know what I told him? Always has, always will.